Calls for income tax reform are on the rise in China. The hope is changes in the system could play a better role in narrowing the gap between the rich and poor. For more, I'm joined by Xinye, professor of economics from Renmin University of China. Thank you so much for joining us. What is the problem with the current system, would you say?
You mean the personal income tax?
Yes.
Yes, actually, personal income tax in China is a minor tax. If we say, for two reasons. The first one is that it's only a small share of total tax. In last year, it's only about, as a share of the total tax, about 7%. Another way we can say that if we weighted by the GDP, the ratio is only 1.3 of the total GDP. This same ratio for the United States is around 10%. So in China, personal income tax is not a big tax. The major tax is the VAT, value-added tax. You know, the system is good for economic growth because it's good for labor supply. Also, it's good for capital formation. But also, you know, the cost is bad for income distribution. Also, is bad for a business cycle.
So what would you say the priority should be for reform as people are talking about this now? What would be a good method?
I think the first one, we need to build a nationwide information system such as something like the social security number in the United States. Then the government can get information on the resource of the income resource. The second one, I think that we should build new taxes, such as estate tax or gift tax. The third one, I think we should treat all income resource equally. Right now, the rich people's, for example, the capital gain tax is applied a lower tax rate. I think the other reason is that we need to let the central government run the personal income tax. Right now, it's run by the local government, which means the people can reallocate their incomes across different regions. Then they can reduce their tax liabilities. That's the major problems related to the personal income tax from my perspective.
And Professor, here in the United States, there's a lot of complaints here. People say, you know, the rich aren't paying enough. What about the rich in China? Are they paying enough in terms of taxes?
No. You know, there's several cases. The father dies, the sons or the daughters get all. We do not have inheritance taxes, which is very important for the income inequality. That's from my perspective, that's pretty bad.
And so, how do you balance the income gap then? Is there a good way to get at this?
Yeah, I think if you got in China, the major tax is the VAT and the business tax. You know, in China, you spend, we tax you, government tax you. But in the United States, you got money, you got income, government tax you. So the first one, we need to to reduce the tax rate of VAT. Then we can say we can get the the personal income tax more progressive. Right now, they can do very little about income distribution. That's the key issue.
And here in the United States, there's been a lot of talk about tax reform, tax reform, tax reform. I imagine in any country it's difficult. How tough would it be to come up with a comprehensive tax reform there in China, in your estimation?
I think in China, we need to a little bit move to the United States system, using less taxes from the VAT and more taxes on the personal income tax. This is I think this is the right way we need to go. Also, I want to point out that we need new taxes. We need also the infrastructure, such as the information system, which makes the government can get money or can get information from the rich. Right now, rich people cannot be taxed because of the government, they do not have information.
Professor, thank you so much for joining us. Certainly appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye-bye.